Graphics modes for PS5 and Xbox Series X? Check. PC system requirements? Check. New information about the headmaster of Hogwarts during the setting of the game? Check. I've got you covered here with a bunch of information, including more about the brooms that you can travel on across the massive game world, along with a snippet of just part of the game's map that really shows us how big and grand this game really is. Before we get into all that, I'd like to remind you that I am doing an ongoing giveaway of the digital deluxe version of Hogwarts Legacy for the platform of your choice, of which you can participate in, linked in the description. Go ahead and enter, as it's free and open to everyone. And with that out of the way, let's get into the news, shall we? We've got graphics modes with this game, my friends. For those playing on the PS5 or Series X, I'm pleased to inform you all that the game will launch with 2 play modes that you can choose from. These 2 are the standard modes we've seen throughout the industry, with both platforms sporting a performance mode that favors a frame rate targeting 60 frames per second, and we also have a resolution mode, named as Fidelity Mode, that targets 30 FPS with no mention of what resolution the game will achieve. If players have a compatible TV or monitor that supports VRR, then Hogwarts Legacy will have you covered in this regard as well. Steam Deck users rejoice, as there is confirmation that the game will be listed as verified to run on your Steam Deck. We'll just have to wait and see how well this game will perform on Steam's impressive handheld when we get our hands on the game next month, but seeing as the game won't release on the Switch until July, this is the best way to play Hogwarts Legacy on the go. As for PC requirements, here on your screen you can find a list of recommended settings the developers have laid out for you to see whether or not your rig can run this huge open world Hogwarts game. They've got everything outlined, from minimum requirements all the way up to its highest fidelity of Ultra 4K specs. Consult the link in the description if you would like to learn more about whether or not your rig can run the game, and if you think you should go ahead and upgrade your specs. You're gonna want to get all the juice you can get, because we have confirmation that renowned actor Simon Pegg will reprise the role of Headmaster of Hogwarts, Phineas Nigellus Black. And you don't want him looking all pixelated at 720p now, do you? Known for his excellent work in the acclaimed films such as Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and some of the later Mission Impossible films, to name but a few, Simon Pegg adds some incredible character and charm into who is referred to as the least popular headmaster in the history of Hogwarts. Coming from a long lineage of Slytherins, this great-great-grandfather of Sirius Black has very little invested in the students of Hogwarts, and is instead seemingly only in it for the prestigious title of being headmaster. Although this irresponsible headmaster seems to not have a care in the world for his duties and the betterment of the students within his institution, actor Simon Pegg is ecstatic for the role and for the opportunity to be part of the wizarding world. As beloved a character as Sirius Black is to the wizarding world, we'll find out if there is something good to like about this headmaster when the game releases earlier next month. Now, we've all been looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy for a long while, and for many, it's for various reasons. For all the open world fans out there, finding out that we could ride across the open landscapes around Hogwarts Castle has been especially exciting, as we can fly on hippogriffs, a thestral mount, and of course, our trusty broomstick. The broomsticks will be our main way to travel quickly throughout the game world, and although the Harry Potter films and books have shown us incredible varieties of unique brooms throughout the franchise, it comes as a surprise that players in Hogwarts Legacy will not be able to buy or equip other brooms. It instead looks like we will be stuck with our default brooms here. But don't worry, as it's not all bad news. Players will have ways to upgrade their brooms, including both its stats, along with a myriad of personal cosmetic touches that give a good sense of customization to our mount. In Hogsmeade, players can enter a shop that sells cosmetic alterations that players can use to change the look of their brooms. Even better, this same shopkeeper has a few tasks of their own that they'd like you to help them with, and upon completing these tasks, grants the player with stat upgrades to the broom. If you want the best all-around and aesthetically pleasing broom in all of the wizarding world, prioritizing these tasks will be very much worth it. As unfortunate as it is that Quidditch will not be included with this game, it is at least nice to hear that we can customize our brooms with an assortment of cosmetics and stat changes. If you'd like to learn more about the game's various features, including traversal and animal breeding, go visit my previous video I did on that, linked here in this card on your screen. Being as Hogwarts Legacy is an open world game in that you have your trusty upgradable and customizable broom with you, I think it's only fitting then to talk about the sheer size of the game world. We know that we are able to visit the likes of Hogwarts Castle, obviously, including iconic locations such as the Forbidden Forest, Hogsmeade Village and Station, along with even Diagon Alley. But just how large is this game truly going to be? Well, if this map is anything to go by, then it's going to be absolutely massive. As we can see here, this is one massive slice of land we are dealing with. Yet it doesn't even paint the whole picture, as Hogwarts Castle, Hogsmeade, and Diagon Alley are nowhere to be seen in this map. What we do have, though, is an idea of the various settlements and enclaves that we will come across in the vast stretches beyond Hogwarts. A towering mountain pass in the northeastern part of the map's orientation will likely prove to be a beautiful yet dangerous wonderland during the winter months of the game, whereas the large lake enclave in the southwestern part of the map will likely enchant players with its ample lakefront property and vistas. While traversing the massive landscapes of Hogwarts Legacy, there will be a map in the corner of the screen to help guide players, revealing essential information like quest markers, enemy locations, and other topographical features. For those who want a more immersive experience, players can go ahead and turn off the minimap if they so choose. In addition, we have confirmation of fast travel being incorporated into Hogwarts Legacy. With a game this huge, it will likely come as no surprise that this is a highly desirable feature to be included, even though it will likely be a joy to traverse the game's stunning environments. By finding a Floo Flame, players can fast travel throughout the Floo Flame network of the areas they have previously discovered. While we don't know the exact dimensions of the map yet, we do know, from game director Alan 2, referencing the game's expansive lands, that, quote, everything you see is a place that you can visit, end quote. Very, very promising indeed. And if you want to experience every single nook and cranny that this massive landmass has to offer, I would highly recommend upgrading that broom of yours. Now, before we wrap up, I just want to remind you all to hit the link in the description to partake in this month's game giveaway of Hogwarts Legacy. This is the Digital Deluxe Edition for the platform of your choice, meaning you will be able to play the game on February 7th instead of having to wait until February 10th when the game launches. So what are you waiting for, good people? All the details are there in the link provided. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and drop a sub if you loved it. Thank you all for the incredible support, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Peace!